Cheers, Internet, and welcome to Happy Fun Time Games, the podcast trivia segment that always prefers an swab. Today,
Hey man, I was thinking about that too. I said that's a brown ale.
But I don't think you'd be able to name it, so you just have to call it.
Okay.
somehow that's worse.
Swap.
Oh, man.
No, man, I don't get-
You didn't even get through the intro.
I've only gotten through the part of the intro that's not scripted. But I'm glad we're all in the headspace of coming up with crazy beer names because that plays in to what we're doing today. Today, we have a no-nonsense traditional episode of Libation or Fabrication. No themes, no gimmicks, just weird beer names. Some of them are real, some of them are fake, and you have to guess which is which. But we are joined today by Francisco Ramirez, Greg Kendig, and Pim Dutch Harmsen from Mad Chef Craft Brewing, which is in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, good friends of the podcast. They will be competing against my co-hosts, Dan and Steph, for nothing more than bragging rights in Libation or Fabrication, which is a game in which I will give you an unusual name for a beer, and you must each guess in turn if it's real or if it's fake. And we begin, as we always do, to my left with Dan with our first beer of the game. Tell me, is this real or is it fake? This beer is called There Was a Fish in the Percolator.
No, fake.
Dan is saying that is fake, not a real beer. Steph, what do you think?
It's very unusual for you to start the show with a fake beer name. I don't know. I always say real first. I have to stick with myself. I'm going to say real, even though I think it's fake. I'm going to say real.
All right. Steph is painfully saying it is real. We're going to move to Francisco next. What do you think?
Shit.
You're going to go with real? Sorry, you cut out there. Is that what you said? All right. Going with real. Greg?
Nah, I gotta say fake.
Oh, going fake. I honestly didn't expect that this was going to be such a stumper right off the bat. All right, Dutch, you're the last one. What do you think?
I've just seen this kind of thing before, and I think it's real.
All right, so we got Dutch, Steph, and Francisco saying real. Dan and Greg have said it's fake. The last two are correct because it is, in fact, a rare opening fake beer in Libation or Fabrication. You'd never guess there was a fish in the percolator.
The trick play, man.
I think I will give a bonus point to anyone who knows what show that's from.
Oh, fuck. Can we get a hint?
It was from the 90s.
I was going to ask the decade, so that works.
Show from the 90s. Anyone have any ideas?
I'm going to go Friends, because that seems like a
Dan,
friend.
I would say Friends, too.
All right, Friends. Anybody else have any ideas? 90s show where that's from?
I already Googled it.
Oh,
All right, well, you're disqualified. It's not Friends, I can tell you that. It's a quote from David Lynch's surreal and short-lived 90s TV phenomenon, Twin Peaks.
I've never actually watched that.
In the percolator.
I know many people who are obsessed with it, and I have not
That was
listened.
a show. I
Me
thought it
too.
was a restaurant.
So moving on to our next beer of the game, and we are moving on to Steph to guess first on this one. Our next beer is called Buzz Light Beer. Is that real or fake?
Real.
Steph is saying that is real. Francisco.
Real, but I guess you're gonna pay a bunch of money for it.
All right. Real with a qualifier. Greg, what do you
Yeah, that's why I have to say fake, because
Oh, okay.
I think the copyright on that is too expensive.
Greg is going fake for copyright reasons. Dutch is currently talking to what I assume is his daughter in the doorway there.
I mean, that's a good phone a friend right there.
Yeah, video. Yes. Did you ask for some advice on this question?
She loves Toy Story.
Well, who doesn't?
She loves
Sounds like a
beer.
very
No, she doesn't. Buzz Light Beer sounds real. Like, it's a good riff on light beers and Toy Story, so I think it's real.
All right, Dan, you've got to hear everyone else's answers and justifications for them. What do you think?
I'm like 72% sure I've seen that.
Okay.
So I'm going to say real.
All right, lots of reals. In fact, the only one who said fake was Greg, and he is the only one who's wrong because it is, in fact, real.
Woo.
Yes,
Story of my life.
I know.
Somebody pay for that one.
It's a pretty obvious pun, so you would think somebody would have picked up on it. And it is a cream ale from Center Street Brewing in Connecticut. It's also an IPA from Equinox Brewing in Fort Collins, Colorado.
Are you shitting me? There's like 2 beers.
There's more. There's more. If you add a space between light and beer, you'll find Buzz Light beer, a Helles from Alvarado Street Brewery, which is in Monterey, California, and also
I've been there.
a coffee-infused pale ale from Canada's Man Antler Craft Brewery.
I
Man,
can't believe
Antler.
there's that many beer. There's not many beers named the same way.
Yeah, there's probably more of them out there too. Those are just the 4 that I came across.
Did all of your notes and preparation tell you where that Canadian brewery was?
Ontario.
Did you have
Ontario is a big area.
Ontario.
That's the only area.
Okay, because we made
right.
several runs to the LCBO and got a lot of alcohol, and I might have seen that there.
It's in
all right.
Bowmanville.
Yeah, I'm looking it up too, and I'm trying to see
that near,
where in. That's where I crossed the border in Kingston. That town's great. If you ever get a chance to go to Kingston, Ontario, do it.
You got me. I will.
All right, good. It's worth it.
Kingston, Canada, everybody. Worth a visit. 2 beers down, moving on to the 3rd, and we have come to Francisco. Our next beer is called Random Name Generator. Is that the name of a real beer or is that fake?
Random name generator.
It's called a Random Name Generator.
I don't know.
That's not an option. You got to pick
real.
one. Saying it's
Not
real.
real.
All right, Greg, what do you think?
Real.
Greg also saying real on to Dutch.
Gonna go no. If you're a brewery owner, you can do better than that.
Oh,
Or can you?
I was gonna say, so
yeah.
I'm up next. Yeah.
you are up next.
So no offense if you thought of this, but this sounds dumb enough to be real.
Oh, it's
Yo.
I'm going real.
I was thinking the same thing. This is better than you, Wayne.
Oh, okay. All
Yeah,
right.
I'm saying real.
Dan and Steph saying real because they think it is too stupid for me to have come up
Oh
with.
no.
And they are correct.
Oh, all right, good.
Because it is in fact real.
Damn it.
Very much. Yep. It is real. So now this is interesting. This is the one that is a black IPA, or at least it appears to be a somewhat rare example of the black IPA style, also known as Cascadian Dark Ale by people who really like syllables. This one is from Tiny Rebel Brewing, which is in Wales over in the UK, but it's not exactly what it seems. So in describing the beer, the brewery starts out by posing a question. If you can turn an India Pale Ale black, can you turn a black IPA pale?
Oh no.
I know. Fool's errand. That's
So
what they
cute.
tried to do. They say, we've packed this brew full of hops and deliciously roasty things that give this beer its IPA credentials, as well as the flavor of a black beer, without affecting the super pale color. Close your eyes and take a sip. You'd never expect this to be light in color. It's a contradiction in terms that contradicts itself in the glass. All very meta. I don't actually really know what that's supposed to mean as far as what the beer actually
That's
is.
going to explain exactly what that means.
Please do.
They dry hopped a blonde stout.
Oh man.
Sensory deprivation.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called sensory deprivation. It was just on the board
Yeah.
Wow.
at Mad Chef.
We should dry hop it aggressively now next time.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna aggressively dry hop, does that mean you're going to just like over dry hop it, or are you gonna
No, you're gonna do it angry.
yell mad things? And
Yeah. Shake it.
Get in there, get in there.
Angry, you hops.
I fucking hate my mother-in-law.
All of the above. All of the above. All of the above.
But yeah, so that's what this beer is. They didn't know what to call it. They thought, oh, this is such a paradox of a beer. They were going to turn to a random name generator, and then they just decided to name it Random Name Generator.
Oh,
So we
I
have
dig.
come to my favorite part of the game, which is the penultimate beer of the game. We've got this and one more afterwards, and we are on to Greg to guess first on this one. Our beer this time around is called Beard Tongue. One word. Is that real or fake?
the tongue.
Beard.
The tongue.
That sounds like a description for Francisco.
Beer
Tongue.
I mean, that's where I first go. That I'm going to go, what the hell? I'll go real.
All right. Greg is saying that is real. Dutch, you're up next. What do you think?
Let's go not real.
All right. All right. No faith in that one from Dutch. Dan?
I'm also going to say not real.
Oh, okay. Okay. What do you think, Steph? Real or fake?
I'm going to say real.
Steph is saying it's real. We've got a lot. We've got 2 reals. We've got 2 fakes. Francisco, who are you going to side with?
I like the beer tonton. So
I can't help but picture that's like your Law and Order sound
yeah.
in the criminal justice system.
Dun, dun.
Tong tong.
Are you saying it's real? Wait,
Sorry.
I'm sure.
Yes,
Yeah?
apparently that's
Yes.
that's
Okay.
what it is.
It's a beer tonton.
Oh my God.
It's real. It's real.
Is it real?
No, it's correct. It is in fact real. Steph,
Wow.
Francisco, Greg, you all said real.
Nice.
Oh, man.
You are correct. This one is a cask red ale that also comes from the UK. This time it is from Reunion Ales in West London. It's labeled simply as a complex ruby beer, but the full description cuts no corners on flowery language and reads as follows. Beer tongue pours a deep ruby red. An aroma of dried berries and caramel is the precursor to a complex taste. Some will speak of fruits, others mellow toffee with licorice and coffee notes. The North Down and English Cascade hops combine marvelously with the stronger, more kilned malts. Can you perceive the oats?
They should, they need to double dry hop it and call it beer tong tong.
Aggressively.
Aggressive.
That is the important part. It must be aggressive. We have 1 beer left in the game. So at this point, we're going to add up the scores real quick to see where everybody stands so that we can bestow an advantage upon those who may be trailing behind their competitors. And taking a look at the scoreboard, we have a 4-way tie.
Oh, shit.
Vying for victory.
Ooh.
With 3 points each. Dan, Steph, Francisco, and Greg, all poised to win the game.
Oops.
Sitting at the bottom with 1 point,
Sorry, Dutch.
no hope.
Yeah.
Aw.
My friend Dutch.
You know what though? The Brewers always do the worst in this game.
This is true.
Yeah. We just make the beer, okay?
Yeah.
No, because you think too much about the name.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
right.
They overanalyze.
Yep, that's true. That's true. So what we normally do is we let the person who is in the lowest position at the moment guess last, because that is the best position to be in. However, even with that handicap, there is no way you can win this game.
If Pim gets it right, he can get like 5 points or something.
Sure.
Yep. Street cred. Street cred.
Doesn't matter.
That's true. There's no punishment.
Nothing matters. So we're going to just start with Dan again.
Really? Oh,
That's what we're going to do. And we're
that
going to
really
make our way
matters. Oh, shit.
down to Dutch. Our last beer of the game. Tell me, is this real or is it fake? It's called Pump Up the Clam.
I'm going to say fake.
Dan is
Pump up
saying,
the
God, I
clam. Pump
fucking
it
hope
up.
what do you think?
I'm saying real.
Steph saying that is real. Francisco?
Fuck it, real.
All right. Francisco saying fuck it real. Greg?
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like an oatmeal stout or an oyster stout.
An oyster stout, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Saying that is real. And finally, Dutch.
I think it's real because what's the beer in Mexico they make with clam juice and so
Chelada?
yes, michelada.
Michelada.
It's real.
All right. Everybody except Dan said it was real. Everybody except Dan is wrong. 'Cause it's fake.
Damn
It
it.
is fake. Yes.
I
Can
have my reason
can
for saying fake, and it's because we had 3 reels in a row.
The grand prize to the winner is the first swab in the U.S. Is that right?
Listen, quarantine does weird things to people. I got bored and curious.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So
Doing that.
I have some follow-up commentary if anyone's interested. Yeah, so like we said, clams and beer is not unheard of. And our patrons may remember Bud Light Lime Clamato Chelada. which was the punishment in our punishment video when we recorded at Levante before COVID, when we could do that.
God, Spencer was all in for that.
Yeah, look up the episode. If you're a patron, look up the punishment video and listen to the last call. Like, that was really cool. It's
What's your pretty Slim Cheffy?
I'm drinking Slim Cheffy right now.
Damn it, doesn't it smell phenomenal?
And it tastes phenomenal.
Thank you.
So we're going to add up the scores real quick and see who won. There's no surprise here because we knew what was on the line going to that last question. Dan was the only one who got it right, which makes Dan our big winner. Dan has 4 out of 5 points. Congratulations. Coming in a 3-way tie for second place, a Polish pickle parade, not quite a German sparkle party. We have Steph, Francisco, and Greg sitting at the bottom still with only 1 point to his name. Is our friend Dutch, but that's fine. We forgive you because you make the delicious beer that we love to drink.
I would say HK. Who cares? You know.
Okay. So that's where everything stands. Thanks so much for playing, everyone.
Is that a dad joke right there?
Gave it your best. So yeah, Dan, our big winner.
I'm using that.
Adding to his piles of happy fun time victories. Thanks so much for watching. This is, though, of course, the part of the podcast where we're going to shout out to our most generous patrons on Patreon, people who support the podcast and help us keep producing this content for you. We would like to thank the following individuals very sincerely, beginning with Chris Mahoney. And then Dana.
Baby steps.
John Sullivan.
Delicious. Oh, I see that. What the hell?
You know how many sound clips there are of you on our soundboard? Don't say that.
I see that. Delicious.
Really. Sean Sullivan. PA Brew Review.
Zoom slap, baby, zoom slap.
Topher Simmons.
I'm going to go with the Belgian piss.
Poor Man's Brewing Company.
You're proud of yourself for your choices, aren't you?
I remember that. Jill Chivers.
The shoot, Steph.
James Lamberg.
Those holes were filled.
Eric Dixon.
Peanuts.
Jen McDonald.
I think it's number 2.
Brian Mills.
This sausage is DTF.
Oh, I love that one. Ron McDonald.
We even soak the beans.
And finally, the one and only, that is No Baloney, Joe Mansell.
In a can.
Thank you, Joe, and everyone else. If you want to find out how you can get your name on this list, you can get your name in the credits to these videos. You can get behind the scenes perks. You can get invited to podcast events. Go to patreon.com/beerbusters to sign up to become a patron of the podcast. If you can't afford to or don't want to, just, like, subscribe, comment to this YouTube video, and follow us and subscribe to us on your podcatcher and tell your friends. Thanks for watching. And I got to stop the video. I always forget.
Oh, stop it. Shit.